Students, in the previous video we have completed chapter number 1 from your book Moments. The name of the chapter was The Lost Child. We have done the question answers also. Today we are going to start chapter number 2 from the same book Moments. The name of the chapter is The Adventures of Tutu. When I read the name of the chapter, The Adventures of Tutu, I remembered one chapter that is in your classes, I think 6th 7th class. Tutu. It was also about a monkey, girl monkey. It's about, and it is also written by Ruskin Bond. But this chapter is a little bit different. Have you ever had a baby monkey as a pet? I think most of you will say no because कहाँ आजकल monkeys होते हैं pet. Toto is a baby monkey. Let's find out whether he is. Oh, now Toto is he. In that chapter, that was she. He is mischievous or docile. So mischievous is naughty and docile is cooperative or obedient. So we don't think that any monkey can be cooperative and obedient. That must be a mischievous one. But let's begin with the chapter and find out. Grandfather bought Tutu from a Tonga driver for the sum of 5 rupees. So for the sum of 5 rupees, Tutu was being bought by a Tonga driver. Bought from a Tonga driver by grandfather. The Tonga driver used to keep the little red monkey tied to a feeding trough, and the monkey looked so out of place there that grandfather decided he would add the little fellow to his private zoo. Grandfather, when he saw that monkey, that small monkey, he felt very bad about the monkey. He thought that it is not a proper place for a monkey because that was tied in a tonga with a container of food. So grandfather just felt bad and thought that I must keep this monkey in my private zoo. What is the meaning of private zoo here? He has not opened any zoo, but he had various animals as his pets. That's why it is being called private zoo. Toto was a pretty monkey. So that was a very pretty monkey, very cute. His eyes bright, sparkled with mischief beneath deep set eyebrows, and his teeth, which were a pearly white. So it is the description of the monkey. Eyes were bright and they were sparkling, notorious. Naughty features the monkey had. And his teeth were pearly white, were very often displayed in a smile that frightened the life out of elderly Anglo-Indian ladies. We all know how monkeys used to grin when they show their teeth. So Anglo-Indian ladies, they used to get frightened. But his hands looked dried up as though they had been pickled in the sun for many years. So his hands were a little bit dried up. Monkey's skin is quite different from human skin. So it seems to be dried up in the sun. Then, yet his fingers were quick and wicked. Means the movement of the fingers was very quick, and his tail, while adding to his good looks. So grandfather believed a tail would add to anyone's good looks. Also served as a third hand. So grandfather liked the tail of the monkey. He said that this tail, it adds to the beauty of any animal, and it can also be used as a third hand. So that is the description of the monkey, right? He could use it to hang from a branch. We all know that how monkeys use their tails. They used to take help of their tail while hanging on the trees or branches, and it was capable of scooping up and delicacy, any delicacy that might be out of reach of his hands. Means picking up anything. Delicacy means tasty good thing that might be out of reach of his hands. So tail used to help the monkey. Grandmother always fussed when grandfather brought home some new bird or animal. Grandmother always gets angry She always gets angry when grandfather bought some new bird or animal to the house. So it was decided that Toto's presence should be kept a secret from her until she was in. So grandfather has decided that he need to keep the presence of Toto a secret. And when time will come, when grandmother will be in a good mood, then it would he would told her. Grandfather and I put him away in a little closet opening into my bedroom wall, where he was tied securely, or so we thought, to a peg fastened into the wall. So they kept Tutu in a little closet in the author's room. A few hours later, when grandfather and I came back to release Tutu, we found that the walls, which had been covered with some ornamental paper chosen by grandfather, now stood out as naked brick and plaster. The peg in the wall had been wrenched from its socket, and my school blazer, which had been hanging there, was in shreds. So, this was the description. This was the description what Toto has done. So they decided, after some time, they decided that now we should release Tutu, and then we saw that only walls were there with the paper, ornamental paper that they have pegged into the wall, that was not there, and even the school blazer of the author was in shreds. Shred means torn in pieces. I wondered what grandmother would say, but grandfather didn't worry. He seemed pleased with Tutu's performance. So I was just thinking that what the grandmother is going to say, but grandfather didn't worry at all. He was just happy. He was just amused by the performance, by the work Tutu has done. He is clever, said grandfather. So grandfather praised him that he is clever. Given time, I am sure he could have tied the torn pieces of your blazer into a rope and made his escape from the window. So grandfather was saying that if we had given him time, he would have joined the pieces of your blazer into a rope and he would have escaped from the window. His presence in the house still a secret. Tutu was now transferred to a big cage in the servants' quarter, where a number of grandfather's pets lived very sociably together. So now Tutu's place has been changed. Now the Tutu was in a big cage that was kept in servants' quarter, and there many animals were living in harmony with each other, like a tortoise, a pair of rabbit, a tame squirrel, and for a while my pet goat. But the monkey wouldn't allow any of his companions to sleep at night. So grandfather, who had to leave Dehradun next day to collect his pension in Saharanpur, decided to take him along. So grandfather thought that I should keep Tutu with me, because Tutu will create a mess with the animals at night. So he wanted to collect his pension from Saharanpur. So he went to Saharanpur from Dehradun and took Tutu along with him. Unfortunately, I could not accompany grandfather on that trip, but he told me about it afterwards. So, author was not able to accompany grandfather to that trip, but he was being told the story afterwards. A big black canvas kit bag was provided for Tutu. So, a big bag, you can see in the picture also, a big bag was there for Tutu. This was some straw at the bottom, became his new abode. So it became a new place, it became a new lap for Tutu. When the bag was closed, there was no escape. Tutu could not get his hands through the openings, and the canvas was too strong for him to bite his way through. So it was secure. Tutu was not able to come out of the bag, it was too secure. So then his efforts to get out only had the effect of making the bag roll about on the floor or occasionally jump into the air. So you can see that what kind of movements would be going on. A monkey in a bag, and bag is rolling here and there and even jumping in the air. An exhibition that attracted a curious crowd of onlookers on the Dehradun railway platform. So everyone was looking at that bag, and they were quite entertained from that bag. So students, up to here only we will study today, and in the next video we will continue with the chapter. Till then, revise the chapter thoroughly. Thank you students, have a nice day.